Yo, man. You walk in the door. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that you were like right there. I thought you were like
No, I'm in
back in the bathroom or something.
No, I'm in the creepy position.
Thought I caught you
man.
in some uncompromising situation.
No, I like.
Cause I didn't call.
Yeah.
Although you were expecting me, I didn't like, and I realized that. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, dude, I was doing some fucking sketch shit with the windows open and the door open.
Well, I didn't. Like I said, I thought you were like back down the hall. I didn't realize you were on the comfy leather sofa.
Oh no, dude! I was just chilling. Just chilling. I was watching some.
Watching the Life Alert commercial.
Well, yeah, I was watching some Chikara before he came.
Were you?
Yeah, I was watching.
Did you download it from the interweb?
No, I was watching it on YouTube.com.
Oh.
The website.
Did they put up whole events or just like recaps?
There were whole events up there. There was probably that one guy.
Lunchbox?
Well,
I was just thinking earlier, like, we shouldn't talk about wrestling again. That's just bad. And like here we are, like 2 seconds in, already talking about Chikara.
Well, that's what I was doing.
But that's what you were doing. Yeah. So did you like what you saw?
Yeah. Well, I was watching one match.
Was it recent or old shit?
I think it was recent.
Recent?
Yeah. I don't have my facts and figures in front of me.
Right.
But it looked fairly recent. It was Cabana and mixed martial.
Yeah, I forget his
Archie?
fucking name. Yeah, there you go.
Or something like that.
Yeah, no, that's right. Mixed martial Archie.
And against some guy looked like he was wearing a football.
Yeah.
And,
okay, that's an old match. I know what you're talking about. The guy with the football.
With
the baseball.
He had a baseball, and there was a football guy that was his tag team partner.
Okay.
I think.
It's been a while since I've seen Chikara, but yeah.
And then some chick came down the ring when the fucking
goofy shit.
Yeah, it was pretty goofy shit, man. So it's American, but it's like
it's lucha, but it's like
Japanese.
It's goofy. No, lucha's what they're going for.
It's lucha, but
because there's a lot of trios matches and shit.
So, but Chikara throws the name throws it off.
Right, and there's the fucking like kanji symbol for their logo.
Yeah.
It's a little confusing.
It is. It's a lot of shit to fucking.
It's a lot to process.
It is. That's fucking.
It's a lot to
process. So it makes a lot of sense.
And if you just watch one match on YouTube and you don't know like the storyline of Chikara, it can be really like kind of daunting to just jump right in.
Yeah, you have to get that whole backstory. There's no context.
No context, despite the fact that Mike Quackenbush said in that interview, which we spoke about, or maybe we didn't. Maybe somebody else brought it up.
Was it somebody else?
It must have been. I think I heard that podcast.
I think it was. Yeah,
I think I heard that podcast. I think that you were talking to that guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently now is the time to get back on the Chikara train. If you don't know about the previous context, because from here on out, if you start now, it won't matter.
It won't matter because I know now at least the backstory from what I discussed with El Fuego.
Whoever that fucking guy was.
El Fuego Blanc. I don't know. El Fuego Wedo.
Something like that. I don't know. I don't know the motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought you listened to it, man. But
I did, but I don't know the motherfucker.
Yeah,
I don't remember names.
Point. Yeah, well, okay. Join the fucking club.
It takes me months before I finally absorb names.
Oh, dude, you should. I've been
like Doug and DOA.
Yeah.
How many times did I ask you what his name was till I finally got it? Like
how many?
I don't know.
There was at least like
6 to 8 months.
Okay, 6 to 8 months.
It was a long fucking time.
Yeah, but you got it down.
Yeah, I kept trying to remind myself of the Nicktoons. Yeah, exactly. And then finally, like, you know, once I gave myself that, it was like easy to,
And so every time you see him now,
I think about Nicktoons for like half a second. And then I'm like, got it. You're Doug, motherfucker. You're Doug. You're not that funny, but your name is Doug.
With an IE.
Is there an IE on there? Doogie?
Doug Funny. F-U-N-N-I.
Oh. See, I don't remember that far back, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, his last name was Funny, so I thought you were doing a play on words.
I didn't realize. Okay, I wasn't thinking last name. Anyway.
That's way more Funny. I.e.
So I'm just gonna cut right to the chase here. I spoke to you on the phone a couple days ago, and you like alluded to like things were getting kind of crazy or changing, yeah. and you didn't want to get into it, and it was our usual save it for the podcast.
Yeah.
And I've been like wondering ever since, and you know, it was like, does your mom have?
No.
Is your mom a lesbian who wants to become a man now and take hormones? Do you have testicular cancer?
No, actually it's my dad who wants to...
I hope I didn't set something really bad up. I'm going to feel like a piece of shit now for... Okay, what's up?
Hormone therapy. And...
I have took you serious for a second. You had me.
Yeah. No, actually, no, my dad is... He's going to get...
I can't tell if you're being serious.
No, I'm being serious. He has to get surgery. He has a tumor. He's had a tumor for...
Now I feel like a piece of shit.
Oh, that's...
I'm sorry.
No, that's all good.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Oh, it's okay. He's had a tumor since I was like 12 or something on his pituitary gland.
But it was benign?
Well, he's had 2 surgeries on it, and he has to go back for a 3rd one.
In his head?
Yeah.
Wow, well, I guess that's where tumors generally are.
Yeah. So,
wow.
It was like, alright, okay.
Damn, son.
Yeah. So there's that. And there's some other...
Other stuff?
Other stuff.
You may not be wanting to divulge right now.
Yeah. Well, like I told you, I wrote fucking 40 pages.
You did?
And then I ended up writing 60. 58.
I remember asking you what you were writing and whether it was like common shit.
It's like a letter.
That's what you said.
Long letter. I'll get into that. I'll say that for another time. Another time.
Another podcast, perhaps.
Yeah. Yeah. So that.
That's heavy shit, though, man.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't want to explore this, we can just table it. I was just wondering, like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So he's going to have surgery?
Yeah, pretty soon. I found out about it.
Third time?
Yeah, 3rd time.
And your parents pretty upfront about things like this with you, or they like keep it? Because my mother,
yeah,
she could have cancer and wouldn't even tell me.
Oh, well, yeah.
No, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she just wouldn't want to, like, I don't know, it's weird, but anyway.
No, I got a phone call.
You got a phone call?
I got a phone call, and I was like, well, I don't know when. I was over at doing a podcast. I got a phone call.
Ooh.
And so I called back, and I'm like...
The Jacob Rouse experience?
Yeah. And I was like, I'm doing a podcast. And my dad's like, what's a podcast? I'm like...
Exactly.
Loyal listener to the podcast.
Subscriber number 7.
Yeah. There's that. So, yeah, that's how I found out. And then, yeah, so it's been fucking kind of interesting lately.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, yeah, and then there's the whole other shit.
Other shit.
Whole other shit.
The letter that you don't want to get into yet.
Yeah.
Okay, we can table that.
Yeah.
I was just curious because, yeah, I didn't know, like, your vagueness had my mind, like, contemplating various scenarios.
I shouldn't have done that.
Because, you know, you stopped eating peanuts, you stopped smoking cigarettes, you stopped, and you know, you stopped being a mellow rider.
Yeah.
And I'm like, with all these weird changes going on, like, I don't know, man. Does he want to be a woman? Is he gonna start? You know, like, what is this? New horizon?
Not yet, man.
It wouldn't be the first person that I've encountered that has suddenly decided to change their gender. It happens.
It does. I know.
It really does, man.
I know someone who just actually found out that she's able to change.
To change.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's gonna happen.
It's hardcore.
Yeah.
Gender switching.
Yeah. I don't know how far. I haven't got to talk to her for... I only have talked to her for probably about maybe 6 months or something.
There's always the first time where they're like, my name is now this.
Right. I talked to her since then.
And you have to adjust and call them by their new name.
Yeah. But she was already that name. It was just
Was it one of those, like, could go either way, boy or girl names?
Yeah. but that's not her real name.
Okay. And when you say her, that's because her used to be a he? And you're being respectful of the choice?
Okay, now she's a he.
Okay.
So...
Well, see, you should call him him.
I should call him him. Okay. Well, let me...
I'm not laughing to be a dick.
No, excuse me for being politically incorrect.
You're being politically incorrect, dude. This is 2014, and you live in Portland, Oregon, my friend.
Yeah. And he's a really cool person.
Okay.
You know. We go back.
You go back. Okay.
We go back.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, that's how I fucked that up.
Yeah, it's cool. Keep rolling, man. Keep rolling.
So that's not what I'm doing.
So I was online the other day looking. What?
Speaking of, or?
No, not speaking of. No segue.
Okay.
Just like now it's on to I'm online.
Okay.
Going from that to this.
All right.
Trying to brighten up things. You know what I'm saying? Trying to lighten the mood. All this heavy stuff we've been talking about.
Yeah.
But I was online. I was looking up your podcast to listen to your podcast. Because I had lots of work to do, and I was out of podcasts. So you're like, when all my regular podcasts have been exhausted.
Yep. That's when
I pull out the podcast, dude.
Yes.
Like, okay, I got nothing else to go on. I guess I'll listen to the public access podcast.
Last resort, but it's still there.
Yeah. No, I started listening to the 3.5 hour one.
Jesus Christ.
Paul. I'm probably the only person who made it as far as I did.
Probably.
I got to about 2 hours in.
Holy fuck.
And I paused it with the intention of finishing it later. It took me like 2 sittings to get to 2.
Holy shit.
I know, right? I know. Does that make you happy, dude, that someone made it to the 2 hour, the 3.5 hour mark?
Yeah, because that's probably like the deepest, even though it's 3 hours, that shit was like, and he was, fucking, out of it.
Was he?
Out of it, but like.
Oh, on some benzodiazepines?
Yeah, something, yeah.
On some Xanax or some Valium
or
some... Every time I use the word benzodiazepine, it tends to confuse most people.
Yep, I'm fucking away from my head on that one. That's where my drug mind goes. Yeah.
I use these blanket terms. But anyway.
Okay, yeah.
Fucking. I was listening to it. But when I was like searching through YouTube, I think I was like, I don't know, I read like whatever the tab is, it's like a discussion. And there was like one comment that was like from like Guitar God Teacher 2013 or some shit like that. Have you noticed this? Some motherfuckers like, the only comment is like, thanks for subscribing to my channel.
Nice.
Hope you love the guitar licks or some shit like that.
On that episode?
I don't even know what episode, but I guess you subscribed to his channel or watched one of his videos and he was doing the reciprocal.
I don't like when people do that.
No.
I've never liked that, and I never do that for anyone else. It was weird, and it's like... It's
weird.
It's a self-promotion
it's
type
a weird self-promotion thing.
Self-promotion thing.
And it's so like 5 years ago on YouTube.
Right, or any fucking social media site. I'm on the Twitter, and I fucking...
You pandering motherfucker.
Yeah, followed someone, and they go, thanks for subscribing to whatever the fuck you're thinking. I don't remember what it was. It's some fucking wrestling thing, and I'm like, don't fucking do that, because then it's like, well, okay, great. You can already, if you want to see who I'm following, you can look on the following, but lately, spoiler alert, I've been just following people because I want to have my numbers go up.
I've noticed that.
I'm a fucking dickwad.
Yeah, you're a dickwad. You gotta play the game, man.
I'm learning how to play the game. I need to start fucking looking through the list because I can't find a good Twitter follower fucking deleter thing.
Are you Twitter follower?
Twitter unfollower. When people follow and it's all these fucking
spammy bullshit.
Spammy bot people that are like...
Is there a lot of them on Twitter?
Probably. Maybe.
I don't know. I don't tweet.
Oh, dude. Well, I see some that I assume are, when they're hot chicks, there's usually not a lot of hot chicks that want to follow me.
Okay, they're not?
I don't think so, dude. That are like, no.
So you're always skeptical.
I'm skeptical of hot chicks that want to follow me, too. That's not just in life.
Hot chicks don't follow me.
Yeah, dude. Or,
what's wrong with you?
Yeah, there's some other ones that look like, or else the fucking, it's either the hot chicks or the hot guys that are like the fucking, you know what I'm...
There's some creepy sons of bitches.
Yeah.
It's like, whenever I look up the, not that I do this all the time, because it makes me sound like the markiest dude ever, but the Mike Santiago match with God, my mind is just blanking.
From Canada?
Yeah. The one with 10,000 views. It's the most watched video.
What the fuck is his name?
Artemis Spencer.
Artemis Spencer, yeah.
Which was their second match.
Right, they're the one in Canada.
Yeah. It's in my opinion, they need a third encounter.
Yeah.
If some wrestling promoter needs to book that main event,
that'll be
Spencer Santiago 3.
Yeah.
I'm probably the only motherfucker who gives a damn.
Yep, but you'd be there.
But god damn it, I would be there. I would
too. I'd check that out.
So anyway, when you go on YouTube and you look up Public Access Podcast, and all the bullshit comes up.
What bullshit?
Like I type in.
I don't type it in.
I type in public, and it's like enemy.
Yes.
Pranks. Public Enemy Harder Than You Think. Public Service Announcement Jay-Z. So then I go Access. Okay, now here's where it gets kind of interesting. So Public Access, what comes up is Public Access Prank Calls.
Those are probably good.
Second one, Public Access Pervert Auto-Tuned.
Is that's someone that fucking...
I guess it's a thing.
Auto-tune me?
What's that?
Someone that auto-tuned me?
I guess so, dude. Public Access TV, Public Access Pervert, Public Access TV Monaco, Public Access Prank, Public Access TV Weird. Okay, so after Public Access, I type in the letter P. Okay. Public Access Psychic, Public Access Prank Calls 2014, Public Access Punk, yada yada yada. No podcast. Oh. Doesn't come up with shit. Public Access Pod, doesn't come up with shit. Public Access Pod C, nothing. A, nothing. S, nothing. T, not a damn thing comes up. So then I hit search. Okay, there's a point to all this.
Okay.
Okay, so your shit comes up.
What shit? What is the one that comes up?
Pat Duree.
Pat Duree. All right, cool.
That is the one at the top. The one below that, it would be me. Not to toot my own horn.
Yeah, right on.
And it's funny because I have 6 more views than Pat Duree, but yet I'm below him. Go fucking figure.
Why would that be?
Probably because I've listened to it like 3 times.
Well, alphabetical order or some shit, man.
But then again, below that is one that has 48 views. So go fucking figure, which was the first one.
Oh yeah, the one where they
the one
gave
before
me a
everyone gave up on you.
Yeah.
When you had a little bit of a hype behind you,
yep,
and then you killed that momentum within the first fucking week.
Yep. It was the second week.
Now here's where it gets kind of interesting though.
Once it was...
You get to the bottom, and there's this guy with a podcast on YouTube with 0 views.
Oh man.
You're in great company, bro.
Yes.
It's not even called Public Access anything. It's called No Podcast because I'm on PU ... Hear Andy Talk. And I've done this 3 or 4 times in the last couple weeks. Still 0 fucking views.
Wow.
So pat yourself on the back, bro.
Yeah.
Because you could be this Andy guy with no fucking views, dude, after... Shit, I'm gonna give this guy a view right now.
This should have at least 1 view.
I'm gonna give him a view. He got a like, but no views. He must have liked himself. This is called No Podcast because I'm on Public Access.
Using night vision goggles to keep an eye on my spicy buffalo wheat thins.
Is this a commercial? This is a commercial.
Yes.
Okay, damn. Well, he's kind of funny already.
Night vision goggles, buffalo flavored wheat thins.
Yeah. I like this guy, man.
Yeah. Since November 11, 2013, he's gotten no views.
That's
encouraging.
4 months?
I don't even know. 4.
4 months?
4 months. Yeah.
No, he had to have had some views, dude. That's impossible.
Yeah, 4 months. That's what I'm saying. See, here's another thing. I'm not sure about this, but I feel like YouTube.
Yeah.
Like if say I were to like rewatch something 6 times, I think because it tracks it to my IP or my user or whatever, it'll only give you credit for 1 view, not for like 5. I could be wrong. This is a theory I have.
Yeah, but I don't think that's true.
You know?
Because I know with Tubing with Ben and Tito, I know I watched that a number of times, and those numbers
got
higher.
Up. Okay.
And then no
but I think they since changed that though, probably, so that
hopefully.
kind of like in video games where they don't want people boosting XP.
On what?
I don't know, whatever game. Do you know what boosting is?
Uh-uh.
Okay, well the kids, they call it boosting, where they're like, say I was playing you online and I was like allowing you to fuck my dude up without fighting back or whatever, just so you can boost your stats.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like cheating to boost your stats kind of thing.
You can't do that.
You can't do that. So I'm guessing YouTube, to get around all that, so that there's some real legit concrete numbers, might have changed it since Tubin. Because that was a long time ago. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was way back in fucking YouTube, before YouTube was YouTube,
the dawn
man.
of YouTube.
Probably before YouTube was owned by Google.
You're a YouTube pioneer. Speaking of being owned by Google, see, I was actually going to subscribe to the Public Access podcast.
Yeah.
And then, like, maybe a couple days later, I was going to unsubscribe. Just to fuck with you.
Yeah, like, because I get an email.
Because I know you'd get excited.
I get an email going, oh, fucking, dude, fucking subscribe to me, yes? And then it's like...
you're like, why'd it go back down?
Where'd it go?
Why did it go from 8 to 7? And I think your shit was at 8, and now it's back at 7.
It was probably that one guitar guy.
That fucking guitar guy.
The guy got me to subscribe to him, and then he's like, fuck this guy.
Fuck this guy.
He's gonna see all my shit.
He didn't return my thank you.
Yeah, he's gonna like my fucking guitar shit, though, and he's gonna be wanting to be playing guitar soon, though. I can tell that.
Yeah, it's, you got the Chris Get Hard channel underneath yours for whatever reason.
Chris Get Hard?
That's what it says, bro. Chris Get Hard show.
Under, when you type in the Public Access Podcast?
If you I go to channels after searching that. Public Access Podcast at the top, 7 subscribers. Something called Batix Productions FF. Go fucking figure. Then below that is John Rhodes. These are all channels when you search Public Access Podcast. Below John Rhodes is Chris Gethard.
What's Chris Gethard all about, man?
I don't know. I never heard of this Chris Gethard guy.
I have.
But he has 3,075 subscribers.
What the fuck? I need to change it to the fucking Get Hard with the Public Access.
Get Hard Podcast.
Yeah.
The Rusty Ben Diamond Get Hard Podcast.
Get Hard.
Oh, but not to get off topic here. Of course, never that.
No, never.
As far as creepy motherfuckers, like you were saying, that you don't trust hot chicks that follow you.
Right.
There's like, if you read the comments on the fucking Santiago match that I just brought up with, like, that just broke 10,000 views.
Oh, yeah.
Which even though I played a small part in it by just filming it, I'm kind of stoked about. Anyway, there's all these creepy motherfuckers making gay-ass comments about the wrestlers. What's happening? Like some dude named, like, Men's Abs. And they're just making all these comments about, like, you know, dude's abs. So there's, like, this subculture of, like, gay wrestling fans that, like, make creepy fucking sexually suggestive comments about wrestlers online on YouTube.
At least with them.
What do you mean?
Well,
I mean, I'm sure they do it all over.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They're just, like, weird YouTube wrestling perverted gay dudes.
It had to be, man. I got a video on there, man, that has like, I think it's 8,000 or some shit. Where,
you do?
Yeah.
That you made?
Where I'm refereeing.
A DOA video?
Uh-huh.
With 8,000?
Uh-huh.
No no.
Yeah.
Brother, nothing comes close to.
Uh-huh.
No.
Yeah.
Dude.
No, it's under
below that
Portland
one
Wrestling.
match that's 10 G's. Nothing breaks
it's under Portland Wrestling.
Nothing breaks $2,000. It's under Portland Wrestling.
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah. It's Lila Lodge and Joe Show, Part 2.
Joe Show, not Joe Schmo.
Well, he's Joe Schmo. He's some guy I never had met before, and I think
There is a guy in wrestling named Joe Schmo. Who's not that well known, but
Well, this guy was,
my
I don't
Mark
think
Ass
was
knows him.
too well known.
He is.
He's some guy that was from Portland.
Oh, okay.
Portland wrestling when
Yeah, when they were doing the cross promotion bullshit.
with DOA.
Right.
When it was Portland wrestling.
Whatever it was.
Whatever it was. Yeah, when Dr. Payne was running it.
Yeah. I wasn't
You weren't
around or paying attention. I've just seen some videos, so I kind of have an understanding of what went down.
Yeah, I think that's the only video online of me anywhere like in a wrestling match.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to look that up.
Yeah. It's I don't know how that happened. It's like one of those legit pro wrestling things that he uploaded.
Okay. 8,000?
Some shit like that.
Huh. Interesting.
People like Lila, dude.
She's got a t-shirt on ProWrestlingTees.com.
No shit.
Pretty sure.
Wow.
I think so. I could be wrong.
I bet people buy that, dude. Like,
you think so?
I guess, man. People buy T-shirts, dude.
People do buy t-shirts. This is true.
Yeah. I fucking a lot. I don't know. She gets a lot of fucking shit from people, but dude, she saved my life.
She was kind to me the one
Yeah.
time I ever like had a conversation with her.
Yeah, dude.
I can't hate.
I can't hate on her.
I can only
dude.
take people at face value and my experiences with them and how they treat me, and she was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have any fucking shit with her, man. She
Yeah, you told me about her saving her.
Yeah.
Your skinny cracker ass.
Yeah, exactly, dude. But yeah, that's my video, dude. That's a fucking whatever that was. I looked because it was a day I had to go and I refereed.
So she was wrestling a dude.
And I refereed every match in that show, and so I think during that.
Why'd you stop reffing? Because you wanted to, or because they were like, you're not the greatest referee, kid?
No, it wasn't right for me.
Wasn't right for you?
Yeah, because when you're referee, you have to be very, very.
You gotta be very aware.
Well, you have to be very aware, and you have to be very fucking like stoic and shit.
Stoic?
Or you have to like.
You gotta stay the fuck out of the way.
Well, yeah, stay the fuck out of the
What
way.
the fuck's going on?
And you can't be like. You can't be fucking good guy or bad guy or anything. You have to be like.
I don't agree.
Well, but
in Mexico, you can't be a good guy or a
DOA,
bad guy.
they didn't want any of that. They wanted the referees to be fucking, call the match, fucking stay fucking totally neutral and like, don't have any fucking emotion or anything. Just like you're there, you don't fucking, it's.
You're just the neutral guy.
Yeah, the neutral guy, and then they fucking.
I mean, they've since had a heel ref once or twice, but
yeah.
at the time.
Yeah, at the time, and so I was like, I think, and then they brought, who did they bring in? They brought in, I think, a couple referees are there right now, and I was like, I'll let them do it. They've been doing it longer than I have, and.
Yeah, I can't think of his name, but that one guy is super fucking good.
Chris, or
it sucks
Junior.
I can't remember his name because this guy's been reffing for fucking like
the guy with the
15
goatee?
years or something. He's reffed in Canada back in the day when they had like TV.
Chris? Not Chris?
I don't know. Anyway, moving on.
Okay, yeah.
Again, I had no intention of talking about wrestling at all.
Or remember names.
But since we're on the subject, fucking, did you go to the show this last weekend?
I did.
Everybody leave safely and without injury?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, the one
Always the important thing.
next Sunday.
I already know.
It's gonna be wild.
Bro, I almost want to show up.
Yeah.
Just cause like, Davey Richards, dude.
Yeah, and fans bring weapons match.
Oh, well, I'm just... Yeah. That's cool, too, but...
Yeah.
Davey Richards, Ethan, that's fucking...
Yeah.
It's big, dude.
That's gonna be a good...
That's
good
fucking,
match
like...
there.
That's gonna be a fucking great match, man.
Yeah.
Fucking, I love Davey Richards, dude. He's, like, one of my favorite wrestlers. That guy's a fucking badass. He's a wrestling machine.
Yeah, dude.
And one of my biggest regrets, as far as, like, DOA goes, is, like, when they had that match with Santiago.
Yeah.
I was in Texas at a fucking TNA pay-per-view.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, because before they announced all that shit, Lockdown was at the Alamo Dome, and I was like, I didn't necessarily go just to go to the show, but I was like, go see my family, also go to a wrestling show.
Yeah.
I used to schedule a lot of trips around wrestling shows to also see family.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes me look like a piece of shit who's more, by at least in my family's eyes, because I'm like really here to see the wrestling, and they're just kind of like a side benefit. I think that's how they view it.
They should be happy that you're there.
Exactly. Exactly. It's just a coincidence, dude.
Yeah.
It's like whenever I go visit my aunt in Florida, I always go to the Impact Zone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But,
that's one day, man, that you're not...
WrestleMania 24, again, see my aunt, but really I was there to see, you know, Ric Flair get put away like old Yeller. But,
where was that one?
That was, the Citrus Bowl in Orlando.
Oh, okay.
And that shit was like, that was a Mayweather and the Big Show had their thing, and Flair had his supposed final match against HBK, and there wasn't a dry eye in the house, dude.
Yeah.
I was drunk and emotional. I ain't gonna lie, I wept.
And he's like, I'm sorry, I love you.
Yes, and I wept, dude. I wept. I was so invested in that shit.
Yeah, I watched that with Gareth.
I was like, with
yeah.
G?
Yeah.
As it was happening?
Not at the show. We watched it on pay-per-view that day. I watched it over his house. And he was like, same thing.
Did he weep?
Oh, dude, yeah, he was...
I knew G was a weeper.
Yeah. Yeah, he was the weeper, I was the creeper.
I always pegged him for the kind of guy who could cry. Wrestling could make him cry.
Yeah.
Like, I'm that guy.
Dude.
Wrestling makes me cry.
Yeah.
I'll admit it, dude. I'll admit it.
I don't mean to call him out, man.
I always kind of knew.
Yeah.
I always kind of knew, like, yeah, of all the dudes in DOA, like, G-Shock is, like, one of those dudes.
No, not G-Shock.
Oh, the other guy that was a cameraman.
Yeah.
Well, I bet G weeps during some wrestling matches a few times. Wouldn't put it past him.
I have to find out, man.
I don't know. Yeah, man. You know, hey, man. When your emotions are that invested, dude. You know, I know I wasn't the only one in that building, dude. That was fucking like a little verklempt at that moment.
I bet.
And to his credit, Shawn Michaels is like, because WrestleManias are huge, dude. Like, it's not like going to the Rose Garden. I mean, it's like...
Oh, dude,
He did it in such a way that where everybody at any seat in the house could read his fucking lips at that point in time.
Yeah.
Maybe they're even... Well, I guess maybe the monitor or whatever. But I wasn't watching the monitor. But I heard it. Granted, I was in a pretty good seat and all that. But, like, I heard it from my chair watching just the
Oh, shit.
Like he said it loud enough, and it was clear as day to me. Like before he put him down.
Because there were so many fucking near falls in that match, dude.
God,
it was going on and on and on, and then you just see him just do it, and you're just like, oh Jesus, he's fucking done.
And the previous night, I was at the Hall of Fame, fucking where they put Flair in, because I always go to the Hall of Fame the night before, and then the Raw the night after, and the ROH shows the Friday and Saturday before. This is back when I actually would go to WrestleMania every year, which I probably will not do for a long time. But it's been. I've missed the last 2 or 3. I wish I would have gone last year, just because I would love to have seen Mick Foley go into the Hall of Fame.
That would have been pretty fucking...
Because he's like my favorite wrestler of all time. I would have wept. I would have wept.
Yep.
I always get fucking shit-faced. The funny thing is like most of the WrestleManias I've been to, because it's hard to find someone who wants to like spend the money to, you know what I mean? Because it costs a lot of money to get hotels for like 4 or 5 nights and fly and buy tickets to all these events and all this shit. Like, aside from maybe like once I had a homie go with me I always do it myself.
Dude, but that's almost better.
It's weird.
It's weird, but it's...
Because I have nobody else to communicate with. I'm like this detached, marky dude who's like, just no communication. It's weird, man. It's weird. I got thrown out of the WWE Hall of Fame for being just too fucking drunk and out of control.
Yeah, how does someone be too drunk and out of control at a fucking...
Man, I don't know, man.
You don't remember?
No, I remember. It was the guys in front of me. I just kind of like I was getting drunk and shit. Don't get me wrong. Like, I was really drunk. I don't remember a whole lot of it. I got through most of the Hall of Fame. This was like WrestleMania 26, I think. Yeah, I think 26. It was in like Arizona or some shit.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, there were these Canadian motherfuckers. Yeah, I think it was Arizona. There were some Canadian motherfuckers who were in the front row, the row in front of me, and they were making all these like lewd comments about Natty Neidhart.
Uh-oh.
I'm not gonna say that I might not have chimed in maybe once, but I mean, ultimately it was more them, and the fucking security dude just wasn't playing, and like.
While she was up there?
No, I think it was like.
Because it was before she came out.
I think it was like a Hart family all at once kind of thing.
Yeah, before she was like arrested.
Because I know Bruce was there that weekend with like his kid, and yeah.
Because she's ambulance.
I have a huge crush on Natty Neidhart. I always have.
Oh, okay.
This is no lie.
Okay, I gotcha.
And I admit that.
So what'd you chime in with?
Nothing like super dirty.
I thought you were chiming in with something else. Like,
No, I would never disrespect Natty Neidhart, dude.
Oh, dude, that's your fucking boo right there.
The Canadians in front of me, however, were being like pretty explicit with their comments.
Positive or negative?
And I didn't really get a warning. It was more just like, all right, dude. And I'd had a lot of Crown and Coke.
Oh, dude, see, you had fucking...
I was double-fisted. Man, I get drunk and emotional at the Hall of Fame, dude. I'm telling you, just because, I don't know. For me, it's like wrestling history is like, you know, that's just right there, bro.
It's wrestling, dude.
It's wrestling, dude. It's wrestling. And that shit's, as stupid as it is, like, it means something to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's what we've seen our whole lives.
Yeah. I don't take it near as serious as I used to, but like, there were several years where I was in like obsessive wrestling zone, like just the detached, weird, fanboy ass motherfucker.
Yeah, what are you doing on Friday night? Oh, dude, watching
wrestling. Oh, dude, my old lady hates wrestling. Like, there was literally like at least a 6-7 year period.
Yeah.
Where I probably watched, aside from like being current on like every show, whether it's TNA, ROH, WWE. I mean, I even watched, you know, all the jabroni shows and all that shit because for me it's all or nothing. Like, I can't just watch Raw. It's like I have to know what's going on all across the board. So yeah. I would watch fucking, you know, all like Main Event or NXT or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yes. But besides all that, I would watch old shit, you know. So I was watching like maybe, this is not an exaggeration, I would probably say 5 to 6 hours of wrestling a day, every day for like a 6 or 7 year period.
Oh, whoa.
And this is not an exaggeration.
Okay.
This is fact.
Holy shit.
And I'm able to do that obviously because I'm a self-employed guy.
You can do it while you're working.
I can do it while I'm working because I make my own schedule. I run around at night.
Gotcha.
Like, I have the luxury of being able to, during the daytime, just fucking...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, yeah. And this went on for a long fucking time. I mean, if I wasn't watching current shit, I was fucking... I mean, we've had this conversation before about how much fucking shit I have archived of just fucking old wrestling shit.
Yeah, day to day.
Like I have every episode of the Global Wrestling Federation from the first to the final one. I have every fucking show, Memphis from 78 to fucking like 82. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
shit, like more wrestling than I could ever fucking watch. But I tried to watch it all. I must probably have at least 300 or 400 shoot interviews, if not 5 or 6. Like,
holy shit.
I was just studying everything.
Yeah.
Everything, man. Like I'm like.
For what purpose?
The amount of, I don't even know for what purpose. That's just it. It's like my brain is filled with useless shit that I can't financially capitalize upon. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Yeah,
man.
it's like my mind is just so much space has been rented in my brain by just weird interests that like, you know what I mean? Like, my time would probably be better spent going to college and getting a degree and whatever, but no,
Dude.
I studied fucking pro wrestling.
Yeah.
And,
well,
and that's why when I got to film in DOA, it was like, I didn't really have experience doing that, but I had seen so much goddamn wrestling that, like, I know how they frame shots.
Yeah.
It just kind of came naturally because it was like, I don't know, just did. You know what I mean? Like, I brainwashed myself watching so much fucking wrestling. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. And did I not say I didn't even want to talk about wrestling? Because this is the problem. You go down that fucking little black hole and there's no coming back. But yeah, I kind of want to go to that show. I really want to fucking film that match because I know I can fucking, like, I can film that match very well.
Yeah.
And it's a big moment for fucking, you know, Ethan, like, I would think.
Yeah,
I'm sure he knows that, and he's looking forward to it.
Yeah, and then
it's a big name guy.
Santiago's faced him last time.
Right.
And so with Ethan doing it this time.
But back to what I was saying, one of my biggest regrets was not being there to film that match, dude.
So then, yeah, you should
I felt like I let Santiago down.
Because, it got filmed?
You filmed it.
I did?
You did.
Man, I must have
You did that. I mean, you phoned it in, dude. You phoned it in.
Okay.
I tell you that, like, as a homie.
Yeah?
But yeah.
I phoned it in?
You phoned it in.
What's that mean? I fucked up? I didn't do great.
You didn't do a good job.
Yeah.
You didn't do a good job.
Yeah.
But,
It lost, yeah. Filming for me, like, lost. It's fucking...
you have to be in that moment, in that zone.
Uh-huh.
Focused in, move for move, reading the psychology, knowing where they're going next, being one step ahead, and you gotta be fucking quick.
Yeah, I was fucking watching the match.
You have a tendency to stay in, don't take this the wrong way.
No, I'm not taking it the wrong way at all.
You have a tendency to stay in the corner, hold the camera under the bottom rope, and just chill.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Like, especially when you're the only guy out there as a ringside camera guy instead of 2 or 3 like the pros do.
Yeah, I agree.
You gotta be fucking moving and constantly, like, your brain has to be, like, you know, focused and shit.
Yeah.
And
that's why I'm glad I don't.
I would much rather have been in that fucking Moose Lodge filming that fucking match than have been sitting in a fucking crowd at a goddamn TNA fucking lockdown pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But I'd already spent money on plane tickets and tickets to the show, and I brought, like, homies with me and all that shit, so there was no turning back, because when I found out, it was like months after I'd already invested money and all that bullshit. So, but it is a regret of mine, a big regret of mine.
Well, then this is how you fucking rectified it, man.
Well, I can't make it up to Mike Santiago.
Well, that's true.
I can't unless they do it again. And even if I showed up at the show, I already gave my fucking that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna politic and be like, I just want to show up today just to film this fucking big match. Like, let Doug do what he does. You know what I'm saying? Like, I left. I knew what I was doing. I knew the repercussions of what I was doing. I made a decision and I did it. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. And that's what pro wrestling is. You show up. You're fucking dependable. You keep your spot.
Yeah.
Those are the rules. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
that said, I think I could do a better job than Doug when it comes to filming in-ring action.
Yeah.
And he's not bad by any stretch.
Yeah.
And maybe I sound like a fucking self-righteous, pat me on the back prick. But when it comes to filming like tit for tat move shit, that's my strength.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do a horrible job. He does a good job of things outside of the in-ring action. But I think I do a better job at like following the flow of the match.
Yeah.
You know, you throw somebody into the ropes, you follow them to the ropes, and you follow them and they bounce back. Sometimes when he does it, they'll go off the camera and hit the ropes and then come back into the camera. Anyway, I'm not going to just have a podcast where I critique Doug's camera work.
You gotta be there, man. You gotta be filming it. You gotta.
He also films under the bottom rope.
Yeah.
Which is a pet peeve of mine. I fucking hate it, dude. I fucking hate it. I just like it irks me.
Yeah, I can't.
Not personally, but just as a person watching,
Yeah.
I don't like that filming under the bottom rope shit. I think that like no one films under the bottom rope. They just don't, dude. They film between the middle and the top. Sometimes you can go between the fucking middle and the bottom, but never below the bottom rope. Never. It's a weird angle. It looks fucking weird, dude.
Makes him look bigger.
Yeah, people say that shit, but you watch WWE and any of these motherfuckers watching our YouTube shit,
Yeah.
their minds are trained to see things the way the WWE presents them. True, you could give them a different presentation, but they're gonna reject it because it's not the fucking industry standard. It's not what they've been fucking through years and years of brainwashing trained to accept. You know what I mean? But honestly, I believe that if you're gonna follow the action, you're gonna do a better job between the top and the middle. Just my 2 cents.
Well then, yeah, you should come back and train whoever's doing it then.
I'm not gonna tell Doug how to do his job. Besides,
why not?
see, Doug,
It's not
because
it's not a bad thing.
He does like walk up, get fucking comments on little news pieces for the news and shit. And he's got like some sort of an award. I want to say like an Emmy or something.
Yeah, but it's not wrestling.
No, it's not. It's not. And Doug's not a bad cameraman.
No,
it's just that when it comes to filming in-ring action, I don't believe he has moments where I feel like he shines, but then, and you know how it is, 3 hours is a long time to keep your mind engaged, and by the time you're done, you're just burnt the fuck out, dude.
Yeah, dude, like, I'm 10 minutes in, my fucking hands are
Your hands get cramped, whatever, like, he films differently than me, too. Like, me, I film, like,
yeah.
Like, I post my elbow on my arm to steady shit. He sometimes, like, it almost doesn't even seem like he's looking through the viewfinder. He's just kind of moving the camera where he knows it should be. And I know he does kind of flip the viewfinder down. Different style, man. Different style.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And if Doug's listening to this, he's going to be like, that fucking cocksucker.
Yeah.
I'm 10 times the wrestling fucking cameraman he is.
Well, if he's listening, thanks for listening, Doug.
And Doug, I don't hate you, man. You're cool. You're a friendly guy.
Yeah, man.
It's no big deal.
Just helping a brother out.
Just one man's opinion, dude.
Yeah.
And that sideways shit you do when they come through the curtain, it looks bootsy to me, man. It looks bootsy.
Bootsy Collins?
I don't like that sideways, tilted up. I mean, I get it. He's trying to be creative and give them like a different kind of like out the curtain kind of look, but it's a little weird. But sometimes he has really great composition in the way he sets up his shots when they come out of the curtain. I think he does that rather well.
What do you mean?
There was one shot where it was like Christmas, and there was like a Christmas tree.
Wait, it was
and
a
like
Christmas show and it was a Christmas tree. You're blowing my mind here, dude.
Well, he like used the Christmas tree in the shot and then zoomed in to the intro and to the entrance of the wrestler.
Yeah.
And it was very artfully done. But
Dude, so go back to the Christmas tree thing.
I don't want to spend 10 minutes on this, bro. But just my point is that filming like walk up, comments on this, outside locations for news stories is a completely different animal than filming an active sport that is happening on the fly.
Oh yeah.
That you can't tell them, hey, you can't work out the blocking. You just gotta follow where it goes and frame it as best you can.
Yeah.
Very different things, and I don't necessarily think that it hurts to have camera skills in that experience.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's absolutely necessary, in my opinion.
Yeah. See, I'd always have motherfuckers. Like,
You weren't very good at being a cameraman.
No, yeah.
I've never told
not.
you this.
I'm not, because I'd always have fuckers go into me. You make a better fucking window, or you make a better door than a window.
Are you talking about fans?
Oh yeah, fans. They're always pissed off. Get down in the front.
Well, fans get
see
pissed at
action.
any
I don't want
camera.
to look at you, and so I'm always like getting down and shit.
Right.
And I'm like, fuck you. Because there was one time someone fucking tried to like.
Assault you?
Yeah. And
Really?
yeah. And I almost got fucking. Dude.
Some old lady tried to hit you with a cane?
No, it was some guy that like was fucking, like sort of like hitting me in the back, and I fucking went, or I think he like sort of kicked me, like in the back of the leg, and I turned around and I fucking just about like got kicked out by the fucking, it was someone, I don't know if it was, shit.
Any fan I would know.
Hold on, there or not, it was this like, I'm gonna say fucking.
Previous crowd before they moved the building.
Yeah, it was back at the U
The
Park.
Charles Jordan, a.k.a. U Park.
Yeah, and yeah, dude. There was someone that we worked with. I forgot who it was. Who like saw me do it, and
Oh, you hit him back?
I was about to I almost fucking laid him out.
Oh, someone came up to you and was
Yeah.
like, chill.
Yeah, the dude was like a big older guy.
Okay.
Kind of
chunky?
kind of chunky. Believe that.
I don't believe that for
Yeah.
a second.
And dude was fucking. He like literally like, kicked me in the back of the leg, telling me to move, and I fucking just.
Woo.
Dude.
Nobody ever kicked me in the back of the leg.
Oh, dude.
I got like, you know, you get heat, but I just wouldn't let it bother me. Ultimately though, the priority is DOA making money, so I understand that like ticket sales are what makes money. YouTube videos don't exactly, it hasn't shown that putting these matches up on YouTube translates to more box office. But then again, they can't really pack more people in that bitch anyway, so you wouldn't really know at this point in time whether it does or not.
If they could.
But my take is it probably doesn't, at least not yet.
It doesn't bring
More fans to the shows?
because of YouTube.
I don't think so. At least I don't think the powers that be see it that way.
So then, what?
That said, the boys obviously love to see their work, because how are they going to get work on a higher level unless they have something to show a promoter?
Yeah, they. Can
So there's that, and I know they certainly appreciate their shit being filmed well.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, I don't mean to diss your camera
No,
skills,
dude,
bro.
I know my camera skills.
I've
fucking
never
suck.
mentioned this to you. It's always been something like I've skirted around.
Well, you
because I
should.
felt it's funny because I felt like I took your spot.
I was so happy you did,
Really?
dude. Because I fucking.
I'm always like, man, Rusty's the coolest guy ever. I took his
Thanks.
spot. He didn't even sell it. He didn't give a fuck.
No.
He didn't give me heat. He fucking was cool as shit about it. And I put, you know, to me that's like the coolest shit ever.
Oh no. Well, to be honest,
Yeah, were you a little salty?
no, dude. Because my fucking I have
You didn't want to be a cameraman?
no. Because I have fucking bad tendonitis and shit, dude.
Oh.
And that shit fucking sucks. Like I told you, I could do it for 10 minutes, and then I'd be fucking cramped up, and I fucking didn't. I would get focused on was the pain in my hands.
Right.
And I was like, fuck this.
I've
dude.
had moments like that where I'm like, oh, I need an aspirin, or I have a fucking headache because I've been so tense for the last 2 hours or whatever.
Yeah. So like when you came around, you were like, I'm filming. I'm like,
Oh, yeah. I didn't even,
Awesome.
I showed up at the building not even thinking that was going to happen. G just threw a camera in my hands, was like, we'll see where this goes, and then that's what it was, and I was like stoked because I thought I found my calling or something, and I really enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I thought you did a better job anyway, so I was like, you can fucking do it.
Okay, yeah, we never had this conversation.
Yeah, no, I didn't have any fucking problem with you. I was happy
I was
happy
like,
you
oh,
fucking
I
took
take
over.
this guy's spot, and he doesn't even care.
No,
Like,
man.
how cool is he?
Well, yeah, dude, like this same thing with reffing, dude. Like, I was happy when someone else came in and someone can do a better job. Thinks this all. And when it comes down to it, it's about the show.
Right.
It's about who can fucking...
This is true.
You know?
It's about what's best for business.
Yeah, I'd rather fucking see someone, like, that can do better than me. So, one, make me want to do better if I want to stick with that thing, but two, you know, it's going to look better. It's going to look better, like having me who's been on there longer.
Right,
But, dude, if I fucking shit in the bed on it,
yeah.
you know, bring someone else in who can do better than me. Awesome. Good.
Word.
That's all I gotta say about it, dude. I was fucking happy you fucking took over that, dude. Sorry, DLA, man. I'm not fucking filming anymore, but you got a better fucking goddamn camera person, so be happy.
Be happy.
Be fucking happy.
But no, that Santiago Richards match was just like
it shit the bed.
You shit the bed.
I shit the bed on it.
You shit the bed, and I was like, oh, dude, I really regret that. And I so want to film that match on the 23rd. So do really, because I know every fucking move Davey Richards has in his bag of tricks. I know every fucking move Ethan has, you know, like, I mean...
Yeah.
I do, you know what I mean? Like, I study these move sets. I know what these guys do. Like, I know when Santiago's going to do that kick on the apron. I'm in position. I know what's coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and you're
I
there
take this
for it.
shit very seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you have the mentality of, what's going to happen, where do I need to be, let's frame up the shot before it goes. And, you know, I just be like...
I mean, it's all about you don't have to know wrestling psychology, but you have to be able to read wrestling psychology.
Yeah. I'm the guy that fucking got fucking popped in the nose, dude.
Yeah. See, I don't think that would happen to me. I'm pretty quick on my toes. I'm pretty I'm a fucking gazelle out there, man. I'd like to think that would never happen, although it could. Sometimes you get caught up in the like, I'm so caught up in the looking in the frame of the shot at all times that like I might trip while I'm walking backwards or something, but it's pretty rare.
Yeah, I think that's when I stopped giving as much of a care once because that like
once you got popped.
Yeah, because I was really into it, dude. I was probably doing a lot better then. But dude, once then, like I
feel like some weird wrestling pervert when I'm out there with a camera. I'm serious, because I'm so in the viewfinder. Like I feel like I'm like Martin Scorsese out there, dude. Like just fucking like. I take it so serious, man.
But
so,
that's good. That's what it needs, man.
For sure, and I would still love to do it. I mean, honestly, I would have. I don't know, but you know, I did what I did. I chose to just go the train for jits and boxing route, and that's what I wanted to focus my energy on. And you know, I stick by that. It is what it is. And I mean, for me to show up and just expect that like they're gonna be like, yeah, you can film this show. You might not be back next month. You know, like I get why they wouldn't want to do that. And Doug, I know he felt threatened when I showed up at the last show, 100%, because he gave me this like, because I showed up after I talked to G when I saw him when I cornered my homie at that fight, and he was at that MMA event.
Yeah. And
he was like, yo, come through tomorrow. And I was like, well, can I film? And he was like, yeah, no problem, you know, whatever. So I was like, cool, it's the Rumble. He's like, Doug's going to be in the Rumble, like, no problem. And then I showed up, and then they put the idea that Doug, you know, middle of the Rumble, gets called in as cameraman Douglas, and whoop-de-whoop-de-wop, and then I do the second half or whatever. But he made a point to have this, like, weird conversation backstage where I was reading between the lines where he was like he was going to wrestle as Puff in a mask to where he could still maintain his cameraman status and do that so that no one would be the wiser. And I know for a fact he was deliberately telling me that just to be like, I have no intentions of stopping this anytime soon, you know, whatever. So, that's cool. Like I said, man, the rules be the rules. And I'm not going to go do some politicking and whatever. And honestly, I don't even know if I really want to be back on the monthly 12 hours on a Sunday fucking tip. But I would love to film that fucking match, though. Very much so.
I bet you could be able to.
Oh, I know I could. I could probably call a certain individual right now and be like, yo. But...
No, dude, you just have old Rusty fucking go, I'll go over there. You can talk to that other individual, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just walk up there, really.
Yeah.
You'd be cool. Just say fucking Rusty sent you.
Just say Rusty sent me.
Yeah.
I'd like to think my work speaks for itself.
Yeah.
And the person who's editing it knows that I'm probably would be the better choice to film that match. But who the fuck knows what their opinions are. Another reason why I stopped doing it was because at the fucking time, and you know, I took my ball and went home because I was doing all this fucking work and nothing was coming of it. There was nothing getting edited. There was nothing getting uploaded.
Have you talked to the
first
to
6
do the editing anymore?
Huh?
Have you heard anything back about?
Well, they put up shit all the time now.
Oh, they do?
As soon as I left.
Oh.
That's the fucked up part. It's like I went through like an 8-month stretch of filming all this shit and doing the best job I could. And I felt like I really hit my stride there, especially toward the end of the U-Park days.
Yeah.
Because that place is well lit, the aisles are wide, like I was doing a damn good job, and I know that for a fact, dude. It took me a minute to adjust when we moved to the Moose, but none of it was getting edited, none of it was getting uploaded. It was sitting on a hard drive, and that was what it was, you know what I mean? And I didn't feel like I could, I don't know, it's just, you know how wrestling is, you just don't feel like you could speak up and be like, hey, I could be doing more for you guys, because it's just so weirdly political.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta.
But as soon as so you know, I was a little frustrated, and I was like, you know, whatever, nothing's being shown anyway, so whatever. And as soon as I fucking left, fucking Ula starts editing the shit out of stuff and putting in every fucking match from every fucking show up, dude. Like as soon as I fucking left, dude. I was like, fuck, I should have probably stuck around, but that wasn't the only factor. There was the whole training and all that bullshit. But
Training.
boxing, kickboxing,
Oh, yeah.
jiu-jitsu. You
But,
know.
yeah. You're not training on Sundays.
No, but you go
the
hard
time.
2 hours a day,
Yeah.
5 days a week.
Yeah.
Your weekend
You
is
need
like
time,
recuperation and get shit in life done that I've been neglecting because I'm so drained after training that like the bare minimum required of me is like what the fuck gets done.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of
getting the bare minimum required done.
Yeah. Saturday, we got a
Yeah.
podcast over here.
Okay.
I got a hold of Jacob at 2:00.
Cool. I'm with it.
Yeah.
Cause Saturday's chill for me, man.
Yeah. I didn't mean to derail.
No, I'm about it, dude.
Going on, but yeah, I just remember that I talked to him. He just got back to me today, and so yeah, Saturday at 2, come over. We're gonna play the new game.
Play the new game.
DOA.
Is that what you're calling it?
Yeah.
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Me and Jacob did that test drive of it, man.
You did?
Yeah, on
At the end of that podcast, you did?
Well, yeah, we did an after show that ended up being like 5 hours.
I didn't get through the full podcast.
No, it was the next.
But I remember
one.
them mentioning trying to toy with the game show idea at the end of that podcast.
No, there was another podcast after that that I did, like maybe a week later. It hasn't come out yet. And I did. It was like a 2-hour show. I did like an hour. He did an hour talking to these people from England, and that was just him by himself. And then me and this other dude came on the show, and we did like an hour because he had to leave. The other guy, Chris, and so then after that, I ended up doing 5 hours of an after show. That'll be available for bonus content whenever he decides to use bonus content down the line.
Okay.
He's got this big fucking, I don't even know how much fucking backstored shit he has of fucking
really?
all kinds of other
Yeah, that guy hustles with his
kinds of
podcast.
crazy shit. Yeah, dude.
He's a podcast hustler.
He is, man. He did let us do these podcast things, like call in and I think they call whatever you call them, like where it's like, yo, this is Rusty, listening to BCX radio.
Oh, like drops and shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I did one of those. I think I called in a few. I'm gonna probably do some more. But the thing is, I wasn't drunk or anything. Like, if I figured if I would've got drunk, it probably would've been better. But I did a few, and so I think he's gonna put them together. You know, throw them in the middle of, during breaks and shit. So I had one on there that he's used a couple times. Not that I listen, but...
Oh, of course not. Nobody listens to themselves on podcasts.
No, man. Just like in the middle of one.
It's not like the 7 subscribers aren't people who've been on your podcast or anything.
Right, dude. Those are the people.
I'm not subscribed, and part of that is because
you don't want Google to know you have any.
Right, I don't trust Google, man. Yeah. I don't even log on to my YouTube account.
How do you watch naughty videos on YouTube?
Oh, I don't watch naughty videos. That's what torrents are for.
Oh, well, like.
Okay. Are there naughty videos on YouTube?
Well, stuff that's like you have to be clicked because you have to be over 18 to watch this video or some shit.
Oh, yeah. Like certain Vice documentaries, I've had to do that, and only then will I log on. Which is fucked. Because if someone were to look at the history of my YouTube channel, they'd be like, this dude just watches dirty shit all day.
Yeah. Fucking Vice documentaries, fucking...
But yeah, the only history you would have on my YouTube account is like shit that's 18 and up, because the only time I log in is during that time.
They got your IP, bro.
Man.
They're
but any motherfucker could be using that computer. I never log in. I just use YouTube. I don't log in. I just don't, man.
I don't blame you, dude.
I don't trust them hoes going on into the future, man. The more anonymous, the better. You know what I mean? Like
I agree.
Real G's move in silence.
Yeah.
I firmly believe that.
Yeah. That's the way, man. That's how real G's do, dude.
That's right, man. Fucking, they move in silence and they keep the work in the trunk.
Yeah. Do you want a cup of tea, man?
You know,
I'm
good, brother. I had a cup of tea earlier before I came over here, and
okay.
I don't want to get over caffeinated.
I got you. You're gonna turn into me, man.
I'm gonna turn into you.
Over caffeinated.
I've been over caffeinating lately in the last week. I've been doing like midday caffeine.
Yeah.
And before I was just morning, write it out. That's it. But yeah, midday caffeine. I didn't want to be totally. I fucking was kickboxing and I was kicking the bejesus out of Thai pads for a couple hours a day. So I didn't want to be like so drained when I came over here that I was just like not say a word. So I drank tea.
That's how I've been the last few days.
For the benefit of your podcast.
Thank you. The podcast will appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
I'm kind of worried right now as to...
as to what?
Well,
you're running short on back episodes?
Yeah.
No, we got 2 or 3 that like ideas we can do down the road. Like,
okay, because...
I just don't want to really put podcasts midweek.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it's really draining when I train. For me.
I'm working during the week.
But on the weekend, when I don't train, it's like caffeine, cool, I can put podcasts, no problem.
Okay, yeah, we should try to do more of that.
Yeah, it's just during the week, it's a little bit, you know how it is, you got to get in that zone.
Yeah.
And like, when you're tired as fuck and mentally and physically exhausted, it's just like,
Well, yeah, like my podcast, what do I call them? Not intro.
Anybody ever tell you, by the way, that you have like a South Central Westland accent?
I'm from South Central Westland, man. Well, I'm not technically...
It's a little subtle, but I can detect it.
Yeah, technically I'm from I'm from the northwest Westland.
Northwest Westland.
But as of late, I've been, since 2004, I've been repping
South Central Westland.
South Central Westland, man. You know, it's something different. I miss that Northwest Westland, though, man. That was the spot. I watched this new video that Chael did.
Oh, he did a new video?
Yeah, he did this video. He did this interview.
He's doing Brazilian Ultimate Fighter. I need to catch up on that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Since I've been hooked on Madden Ultimate Team, I've totally like stopped. I haven't stopped watching shit, but I've been like less obsessive about watching shit. Yeah, which is good, because like I said, I used to watch 6 hours of wrestling every day, 7 days a week, so.
I've been out of it.
It's like, all I watch now is TNA. That's it. Okay. Because WWE, again, it goes back to wrestling. I can't stop.
Yeah.
It's a sickness, man. It's a disease. But WWE, I quit on about, I don't know, a year and a half ago, maybe even 2 years. I tuned in Royal Rumble to Mania last year. I was going to do it this year. I saw the first Raw, missed last week. And I'm going to watch WrestleMania, obviously. I watched the Royal Rumble, but I pretty much don't pay attention because now that they've got all this, once they started putting all this other bullshit out on on YouTube that wasn't on fucking TV.
What shit?
Just whatever shit. Just skits, shows,
Oh, okay.
stuff. Once they embraced YouTube, this was maybe like 2 years ago, and then Raw went to 3 hours.
Yeah, the 3 hours.
It's like I was saying before. I don't like to miss shit. It's like I can't just watch Raw. I can, but I just the fucking obsessive nerd in me, like, they didn't do this as well. There was a point where they would do certain things on Raw that, like, if you didn't watch Superstars, you kind of wouldn't have gotten the joke or known about it. So it was like I had to watch everything or else I would miss things. Or that's how I'd feel as a fan, that I was missing something. And I needed to know everything that was going on because I'm a crazy fuck like that.
Yeah.
So now, once they got to 3 hours, plus all this other bullshit online, it just got to be daunting. It's like so much shit that I just gave the fuck up. Plus the show got so formulaic and stupid, I was hanging on for too long. And TNA's not great, but it's like, at least it's just Impact every week and then in a pay-per-view 4 times a year. And there's always a really shitty storyline in TNA, like a horrible one. Like right now, there's this stalker dude and Christy Hemme. It's horrible, but there's always good stuff too. And I like that it's a different presentation because WWE hasn't tweaked their presentation in so fucking long.
Yeah.
It just got too fucking predictably stale, and TNA at least is different, even if it kind of sucks sometimes. I don't know, and I'm a sucker for an underdog. But I was just watching Impact, speaking of Davey Richards. Just today, I was catching up on last week's Impact, and they put Davey Richards in the main event.
Tag team.
No, singles.
Single.
Opposite Bobby Roode for the man advantage at Lockdown.
Oh shit.
And here's what pisses me off. One, I'm happy because it's like they brought the American Wolves in recently in TNA, which is fucking cool and exciting.
Yeah.
And they're putting Davey in a single situation real early on in the main event. Great sign. Fucking stoked. Bobby Roode, awesome. But then they have him tap out to Bobby Roode, thus losing the man advantage in the big like war game style cage match at Lockdown. Which pisses me off.
You're gonna be back watching though the next time.
Yeah, but you don't make a guy like that look weak on TV.
Why not? Dude,
Because he's Davey fucking Richards. He's the
Richards
baddest
fucking
motherfucker
dominating.
pound for pound in pro wrestling today.
He's been dominating for a long time on TNA.
Not really.
Well,
He's only been on TV for like 4 weeks, dude.
Bobby Roode?
Oh, Bobby Roode.
Bobby
Yeah.
Roode, he's been-
No, I get it. And I'm sure Davey Richards is like, cool, I play ball. But it's like, you could still... I mean, the thing is you had to watch a show, and I hate to explain this
No,
on a fucking...
I don't...
Like we should not be doing this on a podcast. But,
Alright.
But we are.
We are. Here it is.
Okay, so there was like the man advantage. It was like a elimination Survivor Series style kind of match where like the winning team gets the man advantage in the big cage match, team versus team, at the pay-per-view, right? You follow me?
Yeah, I follow.
So Davey Richards and Bobby Roode are the last 2 guys. Austin Aries fucking comes in and like fucks up Davey with a chair.
Oh, so they had that.
So early, this is at the beginning of the fucking 2 hour of the fucking broadcast. And then they're like, they can't continue. Who gets the man advantage? It's up in the air. It's kind of like a no contest, kind of a weird situation. They tape up Davey. He's hurt. And then it's like, you gotta dig deep, Davey. We're gonna give you 1 hour, and you gotta get back out there if you have the guts. And you and Bobby Roode, and the winner still gets the main advantage, which becomes the main event. So it makes him look good. Like, even though his arm's injured, he still gets back in there and competes like a bad motherfucker. But, and I know his arm was injured, so of course he
tapped
taps.
out with his arm.
He's an injured guy, so it's okay.
Yeah.
But still, I didn't like it. I don't like them making him look weak this early.
It's not making him look weak. He has a...
I know. I get all that.
He's doing it all. But
it still pissed me off.
Oh, dude.
It still pissed me off. It just did, man. They shouldn't be making him tap this, really, to me, ever. But that's just because that's just my opinion.
Only under these circumstances, dude. It's he wouldn't be tapping.
Of course, there's the circumstances, so he saves face, whatever. Make him lose, but don't make him tap out in the middle of the ring. No. It's Davey motherfucking Richards, dude.
He's in the big leagues now, man.
I know, he's in the big leagues now.
Welcome to the big leagues, son.
Welcome to the big leagues. Yeah. No, Bobby Roode's awesome. But it's just, I just don't like that. I just didn't like it. It's just fucking did not like it, man.
It doesn't sound like you like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
God damn it. I want to kick my fucking heels and fucking pout and be angry.
But you're gonna watch the pay-per-view.
Which I think happened this last Sunday, so I'll probably watch it like tomorrow or something. Yeah, I'm gonna watch.
You're gonna watch the next week, and you're gonna watch pay-per-view.
Well, that's because I watch anyway. Because like I
Okay.
said, this is the only wrestling I still watch. Like
So-
for the last year, is I watch Impact. That's it.
Are you
And
seeing-
DOA, I keep tabs on DOA,
Are you seeing the?
and I
Podcast
critique the camera
podcast?
work while I'm gone.
That's what you need to do, though.
Critique the camera work
Yeah.
for DOA videos while I'm sitting at home
Yeah.
in my comfy chair, in my man cave.
Yeah. Don't say.
I'm
man
like,
cave.
God damn it, Doug, get up from underneath that bottom rope.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You should.
When he throws him into the ropes, fucking follow him with that camera. Bounce back and forth.
But you know what? Doug's listening, or he's going to.
No, I was thinking about this.
He has
If
listened.
anybody in DOA were to take the time to listen to the Public Access podcast, my money would be on Doug.
Dude, he's listened to it. He told me he listens to it.
My money would be on Doug. I don't know why, but it
there
would.
it is. He drives a lot, dude.
Drives a lot.
He drives.
Oh, so he listens to the podcast in the car.
Yeah, well, he's driving. So he fucking podcasts it, dude. So
he supports the podcast.
yeah, dude, he's a podcast supporter, man.
Okay.
So I'm thinking we gotta have a fucking podcast pay-per-view. Maybe just the first year, because we can't do 4 a year yet.
Podcast pay-per-view.
Maybe at the 1 year.
If people don't even want it for free,
it's not gonna pay. It's no pay.
it's like a TNA pay-per-view. It's on
gonna
free
be-
TV, but it's technically a pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's gonna be free, but it's gonna be a big show.
A big show.
There might be 2. I might do a 6-month one.
So the biggest podcast you could book is me and Doug on the podcast.
Well, you're gonna be on it. You're invited on the podcast main event.
We can air our differences.
Yeah, it'll be like Festivus. You don't watch Seinfeld?
I've seen it.
Okay.
I don't remember Festivus.
Yeah, it's okay. There's the thing.
It's like a meeting of the minds or something.
Yeah, it's like whatever. George's dad doesn't celebrate Christmas, so he makes up this holiday.
I have seen that episode.
Okay. And yeah, one of the things airing of the grievances.
Kind of like Solstice. Do you even know what the fuck Solstice is?
No.
Oh, I was at the gym, and it was like Christmas time. It was like a couple days before Christmas. And we're all just lying around after training, just talking or whatever. And this one guy was like, my family's celebrating solstice. And
Like winter solstice?
yeah. It's just like, I guess it's what hippies do. I don't know.
It sounds like a kind of hippie thing.
Some weird new age shit where you're not really down with the Christianity or something, and you still want to like open presents.
Oh, so you open presents.
I don't know.
Open presents.
I really don't know what you do for solstice, but he was celebrating solstice, and then I saw him again a week later, like after Christmas, and I was like, "Did you have a good solstice?" Like a smart ass.
Hey, let me tell you about it.
Let me tell you about my solstice. I had such a good solstice.
Dude, speaking of, I almost sold my soul to Jesus
Oh, really?
yesterday.
Really? See, that was the other thing I was thinking about when I was trying to guess at like what changes could be like you were alluding to.
That's not one.
And I'm like, maybe he's getting religious.
Dude, this guy fucking, he was down. He was down with the Jesus.
Was he trying to pay you to go to Jesus?
No, dude, sort of. In a way, man. Like he
Was
started.
he offering
Yeah.
financial?
Yeah, basically,
He's
in
like,
a
hey,
way.
bro, if you'll take this literature and read it, I will give you $5.
Yeah, but it was like a bigger scale, but of the same
A bigger scale?
same sort of thing though. Because that's what I was thinking. Like, Because then he started asking me,
if you read this Bible, I will give you $1 for every page.
Pretty much. Pretty much what it was, what it boiled down to. And he's like, are you a believer? And I'm like,
Are you a believer?
I said, I'm all over the board.
I honestly lately have been doing a lot of like weird reflecting and soul searching for various reasons I won't get into on this podcast. I don't want to sound like crazy here because every time I say, but I'm starting to believe in a higher power. I think. I'm not going to go wacky. I'm not going to start going to church. I'm not going to become a Christian or a fucking Muslim or a fucking... I might become a Jew. I don't know. There's some benefits there. I've been kind of weighing it out. But you know, I think things happen for a reason, and I think like you got to recognize... You gotta recognize signs, and then you face decisions whether to listen to the sign or whether to not listen to the sign. And sometimes if you listen to the sign, good things happen.
I thought that was acid.
It's no coincidence that life improves.
Well, true.
It's like
it's almost an easy cop out though. At the same time, it's like it's a tough thing to fucking.
I mean, I'm not gonna box spirituality into like a brand and subscribe to this brand. All I'm saying is that maybe it gives me some sort of comfort to know that like something helps me put one foot in front of the other and things fall into place.
That's
maybe.
not you.
I'm considering it as a possibility.
When was the last time you considered it?
I've been considering it a lot the last couple weeks.
Okay, before that?
Never.
Never. You didn't grow up with any sort of...
I had a mother who was a Seventh-day Adventist, but I was never into it. Like, she made me go to church for like a year.
Oh, dude. Shit.
Yeah, they're all vegetarians.
Oh, yeah, dude.
They make some good food.
Fuck yeah, dude. They know how to do that.
They do.
Shit.
They have potluck. Like, I mean, I'm a vegetarian now, so I'm like, sometimes I want to drop in on the second Sabbath of the month.
And be like, yeah, dude.
Just for the food.
I can eat with you.
Right, man, because they take us like the spread. And at the time, I wasn't a vegetarian, so I thought it was the nastiest shit in the world.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, like, they cook some shit. I mean, some fucking shit.
Yeah, because after a while, dude, with being vegetarian, like...
They're deep out here, too.
Yeah, they're what?
Seventh-day Adventists, there's a lot of them out here.
Yeah, there's a...
They got like a hospital or something.
Yeah, I had an old girlfriend that used to work at that one. It's out off 205, right by Mall 205. Portland Adventist.
Health something or other?
Hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right there next to like Mall 205. I went out there a few times, but then there's a kids Seventh-day Adventist camp. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, my mom sent me to one of those when I was like 11 or 12.
Yeah, I think my sister went, and she
I
was
was
like,
the
there was the
secular guy.
food, all the vegetarian food. It was like the cool thing for the kids to do, because like all the cool kids went there because, I don't know, man. Dude, this shit was weird, like, in Westland, man. Like, religion became a cool thing to do. And like,
Was it?
Yeah. Later on became Christian, like the Christian thing became...
Well, Seventh-day Adventists are Christians.
Right, but then like...
To clarify, they just go to church on Saturday because they believe that the Sabbath is Saturday, not Sunday, because they believe that the Catholics changed the calendar, and that if you were to look at, I don't know, that the week begins with Sunday and ends on Saturday, and you're supposed to worship the Lord on the seventh day. It says in the Bible that Seventh-day Adventists, and that their take is that they're worshiping on the proper Sabbath, whereas all these other Christian religions are worshiping on the day after the Sabbath.
Which should be the...
In a nutshell.
Gotcha.
And they're all about health, thus the vegetarianism.
Yeah. And yeah, being vegetarian is cool, man.
I mean, I met people at my mom's church in Texas that were like in their 80s and in crazy good health. So There's definitely something to that. People can talk meat eaters can talk all the shit they want about you don't get enough nutrition.
It's bullshit.
It's fucking bullshit.
It is bullshit.
I'm strong as an ox and I've been vegetarian for 15 to 16 years, dude.
Dude, I was strong as fuck when I was vegetarian, dude.
I feel lighter, better. It's just a fact.
Poop awesome.
Poop awesome.
I'm
so regular.
Dude, that was the best thing, I think. Well, maybe not the best. That was one of the best things, dude. Like,
you can admit to enjoying to take a shit. There's nothing wrong with that.
There was probably, like, in the 7 years, I don't think, like, most of my poops were 2 minutes long.
Rock hard? Kind of had to squeeze them out?
No, dude, it was just like, fucking done. 2 minutes, dude. 2 minutes, I'm fucking in and out, dude. It's like, I'm taking a super long...
This is while you were vegetarian or before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Whereas before, your poops would be like, what, off and on 10 minutes to squeeze it out here and there until you felt like you got it all out?
Yeah, sometimes 5-10 minutes, but, like, you know, there'd be like...
Before Words with Friends, when it was actually kind of a pain in the ass to waste your time on the bowl.
Yeah, dude. Now I'm up to maybe like...
By the way, 90% of the time when I'm retorting back on Words with Friends, I'm on the bowl.
You're on the bowl.
I'm on the bowl. I just had my morning coffee. I'm on the bowl.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I just thought you needed to know.
I think I need to know that.
You need to know this.
Dude, yeah, I don't know. I don't like...
Which leads me to my point. iPhones? Who cleans their iPhones? Honestly, how many people do you think clean their motherfucking iPhones? Think about how many diseases, how many fucking germs. I don't use it
when I'm on the toilet. I don't bring my phone out when, but there's enough times.
But still.
Yeah, I'm
in general.
Alcohol wipe from somewhere, and I've been like...
You clean your shit? Your
yeah.
iPhone, let me be specific.
Well, no.
Since we're talking about shit.
Yeah. No, I haven't yet.
I've never cleaned my iPhone.
I've never cleaned it. I've wiped it down with... Oh, actually, I grabbed some Windex and some paper towel.
Really?
Yeah.
Like once?
Once. I've had
I bet most
August.
people don't.
But still.
And I'm willing to bet I'm not the only person who plays Words with Friends while they're taking the shit.
Dude, a lot of people fucking do shit while they're taking the shit.
Don't get me wrong, I don't cross-contaminate. Like...
You don't wipe your butt and then fucking...
No. I sit, I shit,
you put it away.
I retort to your 2 games of Words with Friends every morning.
Well, maybe I do use it when I poop.
And then I set it aside. Then I handle the rest of the business.
Oh, I put it in my...
So my hands have not touched my butt...
Right.
At all.
Yeah, it's just like
I have a system.
You're pooping it out, and then like once your poop's done, then you put the phone away, and then you fucking do what you gotta do. You fucking get...
Right. I have like a shelf. I put it on there next to the left of the toilet. Then I go for the toilet paper and handle my business.
Yeah. That seems logical.
Safe.
There's a lot of people probably who don't do that.
I'm sure.
Who are not that safe.
No doubt.
Dude, because, like...
And then they put that shit next to their face.
Yeah. I know I'm overly safe about that kind of stuff, but yet I don't clean my phone. Like, I'm the guy who fucking likes to, like... I like to keep stuff, like, as clean as I can without having to clean it all the time. Like, with this little, like...
Effort?
Yeah, with, like, making, like... Find a way to, like, make as little mess as I can, and then so it's, like... It never gets, like... Or I have to, like...
To the overboard messy point?
Yeah, where I'd have to clean it a lot and, like, fucking have to, like, do a whole bunch of shit, just, like...
You're like a gradual, clean a little here, clean a little there?
Yeah, just, like, keep it, like, gradually pretty...
Sort of clean.
Sort of clean, not, like, super fucking clean all the time. So it's, like... Whereas, like... You know, it's not like I'm gonna go in and fucking, like...
Give me an example of what you wouldn't do.
Okay. If I got the shits.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't fucking blast diarrhea all over and like, I got...
You don't?
No.
You can't avoid that.
I can't.
No, sometimes gastrointestinally, it'll blast.
No.
No person is above blasting from time to time.
I blast. But I'm a controlled blast. It's like a controlled demolition.
Controlled blasting.
Controlled blast.
Is that due to some sort of muscle in your butt?
Probably, dude. I don't... It's probably some sort of like... thing in my
mind over ass matter.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna have to like
Some Jedi
I'm
shit.
gonna have to clean that, so it's like I fucking think it in my head, like I'm gonna have to fucking wipe up fucking nasty shit from all fucking under the shit.
It's like special effects in a Hollywood movie. It's a controlled blast.
Yeah, it's a controlled blast.
It's very planned.
Yeah, it's like
it blasts.
Yeah.
But the radius is controlled.
Tower 7.
Don't even go there. That's a whole nother podcast, dude. I could talk pro wrestling all day reluctantly, but I won't go into conspiracy theories on the podcast.
No. I was talking about some other tower.
Okay.
Yeah. I like to call my poop Tower 7. I'm gonna go blast Tower 7.
Ooh, an inside job. Okay. Moving on from fecal fucking humor. I was thinking, anyway, higher powers, where were we? Higher powers. God.
So
higher powers.
I didn't end up, the guy basically got me into talking about.
See, I don't give those fucks 2 seconds of my time, because I know where it's going.
But he kept it kind of vague, and he seemed like a good guy.
Vague?
Yeah.
They always seem like good guys.
No, but it was different. It was different. I've had a lot of people fucking approach me about religion. Some people are fucking dicks
Aggressive, right.
Aggressive. But he
finessed it?
He finessed it. But it wasn't like a fucking dirty finesse.
Okay.
It wasn't like I'm gonna finesse you.
Right, no snake oil salesman tactics.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was we were talking about other stuff though. But like he brought it up because I was watching all the shit. I started talking about environmental stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's my background.
How long did you talk to this guy?
Probably like
environmental stuff is
minutes.
Your background.
Yeah, I'm environmental sociology. That was
what you went to school for?
Yeah, that was my major.
Does that exist?
I was the 26th person in the world.
You were the 26th person in the world to study environmental sociology.
I want to have that major.
Weird. Mm-hmm. Is that the reason why you picked it?
No, I picked it because I liked it. I took environmental sociology class.
And since you're the 26th person to pursue this, how many people were in the class?
Oh, there were people in the class, but just as far as like having that be my actual major.
Oh.
So yeah, basically, my major was determining why people, I don't know, pollute the way they do.
Why people are just wasteful fucks.
Yeah, why people are wasteful fucks.
And why people don't feel guilt for
right.
just throwing shit on the ground and walking on with the rest of their day. Like,
exactly.
There's no consequence to their action.
Like dog poop.
Well, dog poop's biodegradable.
No, fuck you. Fuck you and your
No,
dog
I pick up my dog shit.
Fuck you and your dog poop's biodegradable.
Most of the time.
Yeah, fuck.
I mean, sometimes you forget the bags.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Sometimes you forget the bags.
You know how often I gotta do is stand dog poop? You know how much I talk about dog poop and how much I fucking hate dog poop?
Dog poop.
I fucking hate dog poop.
Have you ever smoked Silverton dog shit before? The strain?
Pineapple dog shit.
Okay, PDS? Yeah, okay. So you don't like dog shit?
No, dude, I step in it all the time.
Did you like the pineapple dog shit?
No, it still smells like dog shit. I enjoy smoking pot though.
I stepped in my own dog shit the other day. It made me irate. My dog's
I bet.
shit in my basement because it was raining outside.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking pissed me off. He's done it a few times over the years. It's very rare. Tyrone, not Chopper.
Tyrone did?
Yeah, pissed me off so bad, dude. Because I knew it was there.
Yeah.
But I had work to do. And so I'm like, I'll step around it. I don't have time before lights turn off to get this done.
Right.
I can't be scooping shit. I'll deal with it later, tomorrow, after lights turn off, whatever. And even though I was aware, I dropped my guard for just a second and I backed in. And I was wearing my house shoes, which made it even worse.
Yeah.
Because now I can't wear my house shoes indoors
No,
until I clean off the shit, which I don't feel like doing. So I'll probably just buy new house shoes. Like a fucking, like a wasteful fuck.
Yeah, they're gonna be your outside shit. But when you step in dog shit, it's game over.
Game over?
It's game over, dude.
Not always.
Dude, the only time I fucking like, look at my shoes. Look how much tread I have on my shoes.
You got some pretty treaded shoes.
Look at this. there's a teeny bit of tread. So like, see, here's dog shit right here. If you want to
you recently stepped in dog shit.
Dude, I step in...
I'm sorry, I interrupted your dog shit conversation.
Dude,
Continue.
I step in dog shit all the time because I'm at these places guarding this shit, man. Like, this random
people are
locations
just fucking
in
horrible.
Parks. Because in parks especially, dude, because that's where a bunch of fucking dickwads go with their dogs. People with dickwads go to the park.
Their dogs.
And I hate that shit. Those are the people that are the worst with dogs. Like, on that last podcast I did, I went on this big fucking rant about stepping in dog shit. Okay. And like just this whole thing about dog shit and like how like...
Well, then I will prevent you from going on repeating the same tirade about dog shit. But.
Yeah. So yeah, like I don't know, because I was talking about like how there's all these people who... Yeah, I don't want to go back into it.
People.
Well, there's people, like, everyone was like, all those people shouldn't have kids. It's like, no, those people should not have dogs. There should be more people who, like, should not have dogs. There's way too many people who have dogs who should not have dogs. Who should have their dog privileges taken away.
I agree entirely with that. I also feel for the amount of dogs who need homes. But I agree that there are some really shitty dog owners that should not have dogs, that cannot handle the responsibility of dogs. As I was walking to here, I had to pass by that dog store.
Yeah.
And those Moltco Pet fucking like picture, adopt me things in the window.
Yeah.
Those, dude, those get me every time. I just want to take every dog home. I would probably have 5 dogs if I didn't have a landlord that would give a fuck.
But then you're not...
I'm a great dog owner.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't get me wrong, occasionally I forget the shit bag.
Yeah.
But that's like 1 in every 20 to 25 walks.
But yeah, dude, but there's a lot of, I mean...
But that's the least of the worst of it, though. There's just some shitty fucking...
There are some really fucking horrible dog owners.
Who don't even walk their dogs.
Yeah.
Who barely acknowledge their dogs.
But there's no way to like really fucking...
Who don't even train their dogs.
Keep up on it. Yeah. They're just these fucking things. One, they're either their fucking little accessory of some sort, or else they're this fucking shitty dog who like, when they... I'm getting back into all this shit, like, you know, like...
You want me to change the subject?
No, you don't need to change the subject. I can talk about fucking how much I hate dogs I don't hate dogs.
You hate dogs?
Dude, I hate... It's like...
You're more of a cat guy.
No.
We all know how much you love felines.
Yeah.
As your face turns beet red and your cheeks blush.
Well, yeah, I have my thing for cats.
Okay.
But, I was a mailman, so it's like I have...
Okay, enough said.
Yeah.
You're a mailman.
I was a mailman.
See, you carry treats though, right? Most smart mailmen do. My mailman does.
No, I don't carry treats. I carry bear mace.
Ooh.
I never used it. I never got fucked with by dogs. Oh,
shit. Bear mace.
Yeah.
Where do you even get bear mace?
From the fucking post office. They get it from somewhere, dude. They have it.
They equip you with bear mace?
Yeah, they equip with bear mace.
Bear grade mace? Mm-hmm. As
they
if their eyes are any different than any other animal.
Dude, they got to be able to take that shit down, like, because people...
I didn't even know there were different levels of calibers of mace strength.
Oh, dude, that's like for like super fucking predators.
It's like right above date rapist.
Yeah, it's like date rapist, bear. It's like, if you think, if that date rapist is not stopping,
go for the bear mace.
Like the date rapist mace is not working.
If there's any hot chicks following Ben and listening to the podcast,
pick up some.
Go straight for the bear mace. Don't even fuck with that date rapist mace because it doesn't always do the trick.
Yeah, you get some fucking people who have that immunity. They've been fucking date raped
many times.
11, 12, 13 times.
And it no longer does the trick.
It's nothing like, oh my god, that's like fucking Clear Eyes or VIP scene or some shit, man. You gotta get that bear grade mace, and they're gonna go down. They're gonna go down faster than they were. Well, that's a bad word to use.
Faster than what?
Well, we're talking about date rape.
I know. I was just thinking we should probably not keep talking about date rape.
I don't think so either.
My coach said something about sweating like a date rapist while I was in class the other day, and
it's not something you want to be fucking.
No, you don't want to start. You don't want to go down that road.
No, we already went down the bear rape.
That's a whole other subject entirely. I'm gonna just duck that one entirely. Let's leave that one alone. you don't have sponsors for the Public Access Podcast. And I thought about this. Public Access has no sponsorship because it's public fucking access.
Yeah, dude, we don't need...
And frankly,
we don't need sponsors.
a rich son of a bitch like Stone Cold Steve Austin, son of a buck, I'm sorry. This is the family-friendly version.
Yeah.
We're opening up 2 cans every week of audio whoop ass. Oh, I got distracted.
Are we?
Steve, we probably should start doing that down the road.
But
it's too early.
So I was talking about Jacob though about sponsors. Still
sponsors. Thank you. Do you really believe that motherfucker needs sponsors to keep his podcast afloat? I don't buy that shit. And then they talk about studio time like Jericho does or Steve Austin does, Podcast One. Yet at the same time, he talks about owning one of those recorders.
He's like, I just go and I fucking record it on my iPhone.
And that shit costs $100 and he owns it.
Yeah.
So don't try to bullshit me and tell me you need my need me to go to Amazon and click on your band. Fuck bullshit, dog. Like, it's fucking punk rock shit, dude. Anybody can do it. Like, you don't need the sponsor. Fuck that. That's just it comes across as a lie.
Right. Because
you lose credibility lying.
Yeah, that's what happened. We were talking about Joe Rogan and like how he has all these sponsors and like.
Well, he has and he owns a portion of On It and all that shit.
But there's other things too.
Ting.
Yeah, Ting. He doesn't even use Ting.
Right. I thought that the other day. He's always talking about how great it is, but he's never admitted to being a Ting customer.
Right.
He's always like Red Band uses it but never himself, dude. Never himself.
Yeah. So, but then.
But I guess that makes him honest.
Right. But I don't want to be watching what I have to say. This is the Public Access Podcast. I can say whatever the poopy gosh darn heck I want. You know? But then I don't know who I'd want as a sponsor anyway. I don't want to get one of these...
Bear Mace.
Bear Mace? You want to be a sponsor? Bear Mace brand, Bear Mace.
How do you get in with the Bear Mace people?
Dude, well, I should. We'll give them a call.
We should look into that.
Maybe that'll be a podcast.
But no, you're not owned by you don't owe a company a shit, man, and nobody has to sit through. I fast forward the shit myself. Every podcast, I don't know about you, but I always fast forward the first 4 minutes of any goddamn podcast I listen to, because I want to hear that shit again and again.
Right.
And do I really believe Jim Ross plays Buck Hunter on his fucking phone? Fuck no, he doesn't. No. That's fucking utter bullshit.
Yeah.
And I believe in Jim Ross. I think he's one of my personal heroes.
Yeah.
I think his credibility is what's gotten him to where he is. So he doesn't need to ruin that by lying about saying he played a deer hunting game on his fucking iPad.
Well,
I see right through that shit.
I've never used Bear Mace.
Did he really tell his friend there's an easier way to get a car online?
No.
No, fuck no, he didn't.
Yeah.
His friend wasn't telling him about his troubles buying a new car.
Yeah, Jim Ross would just buy him a new car.
That's some bullshit.
Jim Ross would be like, all right, hey, I'm going to buy you a car.
I got that barbecue money, son. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about goddamn fucking thing. That's a great Jim Ross impression. I'm
not even going to try. I would hate to.
No, yeah. I could do a Jim Ross one if I really wanted to. Seriously.
I know I could. I could commentate like Jim Ross if I wanted to.
Yeah.
And if I were to ever do wrestling commentary, I would come out sounding like Jim Ross circa 1992 when he did it solo by himself on the Power Hour. Before they watered him down in WWE. But anyway, I digress.
So that was right before WrestleMania 9.
This is when he was still in WCW.
Yeah, because WrestleMania 9 he went
He'd do the Power Hour at 9 in the morning on TBS.
I don't know if I ever saw that.
By himself, solo on a Saturday morning.
Oh shit, that's pretty sweet.
And then, that was when his commentary, in my opinion, was at its best.
I mean, he was just fucking...
That was when he was just...
doing the Jim Ross.
He didn't have a partner. It was just straight Jim Ross, man. And, man.
Did you not like him with Lawler and shit?
No, I love Jim Ross, period. I'm just saying, I think his best work was pre-Attitude Era.
Oh yeah.
And it's not his fault. He was doing what he was told to do. You know what I mean? But back in early '90s WCW, hell, when he was doing UWF and shit for Watts, he did a good job with Paulie Dangerously. But when he was doing the Power Hour, it was doing it just one man, like just doing it himself, and fucking, he did a fucking tremendous job. Because you don't always have to hear people talk. Sometimes you just gotta let the match breathe and speak for itself. And he did a damn good job of that. Again, I go back to wrestling, dude. I can't stop.
Dude, that's part of the fucking podcast, man.
Is it though?
Podcast.
This isn't the Ring Crew with Rusty Diamond and Marky Mark.
That's for another day, man. That can be an offshoot.
That's when
man.
you start opening up.
Yeah.
Those cans.
No, man, that'd be.
Because we're each.
No, there'd be 4
cans.
because it'd be fucking 2 times more audio.
Double the audio whoop ass.
Yeah, and +2. It'd be +2 or 2 times. Because 2 + 2 = 4 and 2 times 2 = 4. That is your math lesson for
I have
today.
nothing to add or say to that, man. I'll let that one breathe and speak for itself.
Let it go. Let it go for a minute. And then, I don't know, man, I'll find somewhere around here, man. Like, my buddy, he has the Emotional Weather Report podcast, and he used to have...
Yeah, you told me about that. I could never find it when I tried to listen to it. You told me, and I would, like, Google it, and all kinds of shit. And, like, other Emotional Weather Report podcasts came up that were not the same Emotional Weather Report podcast. And I gave up, because I couldn't find it.
Okay, well, but anyway, he had a sponsor, and the sponsor was the Waffle Cart. This Waffle Cart called Smockin' Waffles, but they're no longer...
In Portland?
Yeah, so we're next to Wilson High School. You know where that is?
I have no clue.
Okay, well that place isn't a sponsor anymore, so I shouldn't be saying their name.
Don't shout them out.
I'm not shouting them out. And yeah, my friend used to work there as well. But, you know, something like that maybe as a sponsor, you know, have a place that might be able to let me go in. But
like a local sponsor?
A local sponsor, you know.
It's like, what would they give you? Money?
Free waffles. Free waffles and some money.
Free waffles. I know a sushi cart in Selwood that might sponsor you for like maybe like a California roll once a month or something.
So okay, well I don't like sushi. But then okay, so with a sponsor of something bigger, like one, I'm not established at all. And
You're
two,
not established at all.
And 2, there's nothing that
I think if you got
feel,
established, I might stop doing these podcasts, I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
I might.
But okay, so what are the chances of that?
That's why I keep showing up.
Yeah, you're still here, man.
I'm still here.
But you know, I don't know. There's nothing that I feel like I don't want.
Don't get me wrong. I hope you succeed.
Well, but you don't.
But at the same time, I'm kind of hoping you don't.
It's good because then we can keep doing this. You know, the
Correct.
way we're doing it.
Exactly.
But yeah, there's nothing I want to fucking. I feel strongly enough about to be like, hey, you should buy this.
Again, it goes back to public access, man.
And yeah, public access, they have
No
rules against
sponsors,
it.
no commercials.
Yeah, there's rules against it. You put any fucking sponsorship up on it, you take it down.
So
you gotta take the whole fucking thing down.
So you should just stick with your guns and stay public access.
Yeah. People want to fucking throw me money.
You're above that
money.
shit.
Oh, just throw it in a private bank account.
Throw it in the Cayman Islands.
Yeah, throw it in the Cayman Islands bank account under Rusty. You know, I'll be the only Rusty in the Cayman Islands.
And you will get
account.
no plugs on my podcast.
No, you get no plugs. You don't get the satisfaction of giving me money that I can go blow.
You're like NPR. You should just have like pledge podcasts once every 3 months.
Dude, that's what it should be. That's what the fucking...
How college.
A telethon. A telethon. Make the fucking public access podcast telethon,
Keep us on the air.
Holy shit, that's the way to do it,
That
man.
is the way to do
Fuck
it.
sponsorship, dude. Do it that way.
Yeah, man.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Give away podcast t-shirts
Yeah.
to people who are like charter gold status members. Maybe like a mug for the platinum status pledge of $100.
Yeah, have like a call-in thing and just let people talk on the air.
Right.
And they can be, because it would be fun to... Like,
donate whatever you feel you can afford.
Yeah, and it would be fun to hear people on the air. Like, you know, I think that would be the way to do it.
All 8 of them.
All 8. But dude,
Because you're enriching their lives.
yeah.
You're entertaining them.
I don't want them to actually give me money.
Theoretically.
I really don't want anyone to have to give me money to fucking listen to this shit.
But
I think it would be a cool idea to have
you'll
like
take it.
I'll take it, but I'll fucking...
We can even get like in UHF, we could get one of those like billboards with like you can move the numbers and put the hanger on there to like the total as it raises.
That's what I would do.
And by the end of the podcast, it'd be some pathetically low number.
Yeah, 68 cents and 4 Twinkies.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some weird barter shit, like
no shit, no doubt.
you know, 2 7-Eleven Slurpees.
I'm really curious who these 7 people are, to be honest with you.
I'd like them to
You have to
forward.
know. It's your channel. You can check.
I can't check right now.
You can't.
Well, not at the second.
Oh, because your phone is
'Cause my phone's-
multitask. You can't
yeah.
multitask on an iPhone.
Yeah, it's recording,
I
so
see.
it's... I'd have to check later. I know that one of my subscribers...
Oh, I'm gonna read that guitar guy's comment real
Okay.
quick. But while I'm thinking about this,
Yeah. Okay, I know.
I was thinking about my jiu-jitsu coach the other day and like what a like honorable stoic martial arts master he is.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking like he's a lot like Master Splinter in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And on a side note, you know how Bubba Blanchard is like, not to bring it back to wrestling.
Why would you do that?
You know how Bubba Blanchard is like double B, double bad?
Yeah.
Okay, my coach, his name is Bill Bradley. And he has a black belt in judo and a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
That's fucking...
So in my mind, I'm thinking
6...
Bill Bradley, double B, double black belt. I never say this to him because to admit that you're into pro wrestling in an MMA gym kind of makes you just never know how it's going to be received.
Yeah.
So I kind of keep it to myself. Plus he'd be like, who?
And then you'd be like, you show him that.
I'd be like, hey look, DOAProWrestling.com, coach.
Yeah. Check it, bro.
Check it, bro. But anyway, Ninja Turtles, Splinter.
Yeah.
Again, I've been doing a lot of like weird thinking lately, and I'm just thinking like everybody of our generation pretty much had a favorite Ninja Turtle. Don't tell me who yours is, because I'm gonna want to guess before you tell me. But let me just finish. Everybody had their favorite Ninja Turtle, and they were really smart in crafting the Ninja Turtles because each of the 4 Ninja Turtles is completely different in temperament and personality, and you know what they bring to the crew. They're not all the same. Like, you know what I mean? Like Raphael, he's a hothead, kind of impulsive, little anger issues going on there. Michelangelo, super mellow, party dude. You know, takes it easy. Leonardo, you know, born leader, pretty pragmatic. Donatello, you know, creates gadgets. Pretty nice guy. All around nice guy. You know,
Yeah.
so I was thinking on some like weird subconscious level,
Yeah.
is it possible that like who you choose as your favorite Ninja Turtle is either A, a reflection of your own personality, or B, perhaps who you
Aspire to be.
right would like to be or see yourself as?
Yeah.
And I think that it's probably true, but not in every case. In some cases, it might be that is who they are, therefore they gravitate towards them. And in some other cases, because everyone's different, no one's the same, that might be who they ideally would like to be.
Right.
Not to get all deep about Ninja Turtles for a second.
You can get deep on that.
So, I want you to guess who my favorite Ninja Turtle was, but don't tell me. Keep it in your brain. I'm gonna guess what you are. I'm gonna like do the Larry David like. I was thinking about this on the way over here. You're kind of hard to peg, dude. You're kind of hard to peg. I would rule out. See, I don't want to look at you when I say this because I feel like you're going to give away the answer. I would rule out Raphael right off the bat. Part of me wants to say you're not quite the born leader Leonardo is. No offense. Michelangelo was very popular in general I would say most people want to be Michelangelo. Few are true Michelangelos, though. I would peg you for being a Donatello.
That's totally what I pick.
Really?
Yeah, totally, man.
Okay.
That's,
Really?
It's obvious.
Is it? It seems like it, right?
It's fucking
It
way
seems
obvious.
like it. I was guessing this on my my striking coach.
Yeah.
I pegged him for a Raphael because he's kind of a hothead. Before saying this, I asked him, and I was completely 100% right.
You asked him, he said, what Ninja Turtle are you?
Yep.
And he said,
What was your favorite? That's how you have to word it.
yeah.
Yeah, and he said Raphael, and that's exactly what I thought he would say. That's what I pegged him for. So there's and then I asked this dude I was sparring.
Yeah.
He said Shredder.
That doesn't count.
That's what I said.
That's-
But it was funny.
That's like, what?
That's like saying I'm a Krang.
Yeah,
what
it's
the
like-
fuck does that even mean?
Okay.
I'm a selfish prick who occupies a cybernetic body.
Yeah. It's like, what Beatle are you? I was fucking Charles Manson.
Right. Well, not quite. That's a bit more of a stretch. But yeah.
Yeah,
Wasn't there like a fifth Beatle that like quit and no one knows about?
Probably.
I don't know much
Yeah.
about the Beatles. I
Well,
admit to being ignorant to the Beatles.
I think, well then, I'm not saying the same thing. I think there was.
So, okay, your turn. Guess what Ninja Turtle was my favorite.
I'd say the same thing. I'd say Donatello.
You would say Donatello?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd be wrong.
Leonardo.
Oh, you'd be wrong.
Michelangelo.
You'd be right.
Yeah.
But you were wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michelangelo was my favorite.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I might be... See, here's the thing. I'm way more uptight than Michelangelo.
Yeah.
Admittedly. But I have been known to be a bit of a party
Your
dude.
party dude. Like, my buddy Jeremiah, you met Jeremiah? Or you listen
I listened to a podcast with him. He's a black man, correct?
No, He's, you saw him at the grocery store that one time.
Oh, he's the guy that was at, the Firkin.
Yeah, that guy. He's a Michelangelo. I know that.
He's a Michelangelo. By the way, I tried listening to that podcast.
The one with him?
Him and his lady, where there was like
no, that was
singing.
Tito. That was Tito and Malin.
Okay, I got through like 10 minutes. The audio was kind of crazy. It wasn't what I expected.
Yeah.
She has a beautiful voice, by the way.
Yeah.
Kind of like jazz singery. Very cool.
It just...
But when you're doing work that you don't want to do and you're trying to occupy your brain, did y'all ever get to conversating, or were you just like...
Yeah, no, we got into it later on.
Okay, I should have fast forwarded. I'll get back to that one.
Yeah.
I gave it 10 or 15 minutes, and I was like, the audio quality was weird, and it was not what I expected.
Yeah, because
she has a beautiful voice.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's unique. It's weird to hear.
Yeah.
Sometimes, man, like.
Well, I had heard the previous podcast with her talking about cookies and cupcakes.
Oh yeah.
And so, that voice, when I heard her voice, I was like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I went out karaoke
blown
with
away.
them on.
Oh, word.
That's who I went out with.
I was down. I had songs ready to go.
Oh yeah.
I was about it. I hate the Penguin. It's a fucking hole in the wall, man. And it has shit beer. But to hang out, and because it's in my hood, I would have come down and risked.
I'll be out there again.
Yeah. Maybe next weekend after, whenever, dude. Anytime.
All right.
On a Saturday, or it's like weekend, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm with it. You know what I mean?
I'm down.
Or if you want to crash on my couch and just go, if that's a factor.
Or I can walk.
It's a pretty long walk.
Yeah. I wound up walking fucking pretty far that night.
You might step in some dog poo.
Dude, I'll step in dog poop anywhere, man.
Some late night dog shit.
Yeah, dude. Nothing but late night dog shit, bro. Yeah. So we're gonna get out of here stepping on dog shit.
Before we launch into another tirade about dog shit.
Yeah. So well, you know how I like to end it.
I don't know how you like to end it. I do know how you like to begin it.
I began it that way, so how do...
You need to come up with an ending. No
dude.
pressure. You don't have to come up with it now.
Well, it's not going to be a podcast because that's
These
just
things
something
take
you say.
time.
Yeah.
You know what I liked about Jim Ross's Ross Report? He ends it with, "So long, everybody,"
So
which
long,
was exactly how he ended the Power Hour,
Yeah.
which brought back memories. So long, everybody. That's like, it just touched my heartstrings, dude. It's just childhood all over again, dude. Like on so many levels. It was like, it made so much sense, and I was like, that's right. Jim Ross is no longer under the thumb of WWE.
He's the podcast guy.
He's a podcast guy.
Yeah.
He ends it just like he did on the Power Hour. So long, everybody.
Well, you know what I do?
So you need a so long, everybody.
Well, you know what mine is, though?
I don't, even though I've heard your podcast.
Well, here's the thing. I usually just leave. So it's just like, I'm just like...
You're like, all right, we're done, motherfucker.
No, it's not even we're done, motherfucker. It's just like, click. That's the end. Just like in the middle of it, just
An
be like...
abrupt ending while people are still talking.
Yeah. And I'm just fucking gone. It's like, where the
What the
fuck
fuck
did
just
he go?
happened?
Yeah, what just happened? But I don't know if that's a good idea.
Why don't you just say whatever comes natural, and if it's a keeper, cool, and if not, you'll come up with a better one next time.
I can't say it's a keeper, though.
Probably won't be.
Yeah, they already got that on the Colt Cabana and the
I don't
worst promo ever.
Did they say it's a keeper?
I think so.
See, that's the worst YouTube show ever. So I've never watched more than like half an episode, and I was like, fuck this. And I love Colt Cabana.
Yeah.
I love Colt Cabana. Like, support him to the fullest. Don't fuck with that YouTube show. I just can't.
Well, I'm just gonna say okay, that's all.
And again,
That's
bring it back to
stupid.
wrestling.
Oh, bring it back to wrestling, man. Let's.
No. Next time, podcasting,
Yeah.
I won't say shit about wrestling.
Bullshit, man. You can say your stuff about wrestling.
I really don't want to. That's a whole nother pod. There's enough wrestling podcasts out there now. The market's gotten so saturated.
Well, this is not a podcast about wrestling. This is a podcast that happens to have wrestling talked about. This is not about wrestling. This is about fucking everything. This is about life. This is a life podcast. This is a wrestling podcast, but not like Colt Cabana. Thank you very much.